Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Brooke's place, she tells Ridge this has been horrible. Carter stole his company and he's hurting, but that's no reason to attack her son. Ridge says none of this would have happened if not for Hope. Carter was a great hand for times and also he fell for Hope. He betrayed us because of your son. You've got to see that. At Forrester Creations, Hope pulls out the CEO president invitingly and smiles across the room at Carter, who walks over and takes a seat. He smiles and shakes his head. I mean it, Hope. I couldn't have done this without you. You're right, we're changing effects for the better. Together. He kisses her hand. Just also Zende walks in. He asks if he's okay to enter. Carter says, of course. Zende saw Justin Barber was there, Pam was being redundant Pammy, and Hope is there after being banned from the structure. Hope tells him he's now looking at the new head of Forrester Creations. Zende asks, what are you talking about? Carter says he's running effects now. Zende chuckles, sure. He knows Carter's treated like family, but there has to be a Forrester in charge. Neither Ridge nor Steffi were looking to step down. Carter says they weren't, but the papers are inked and it's a done deal. I'm in charge of Forrester now. In the salon, Will asks Remy what he's doing there. Elektra says he's delivering a pizza. Will asks when she had time to order a pizza. She says she didn't. Remy adds, my treat. Elektra gushes that it was sweet. Will thinks it's cool, but hopes he didn't waste his whole lunch hour. He finds it strange that Remy wound up just down the road from Elektra in LA. Remy says it's a small world and mentions that Cleric's son is Hope Logan, who's Will's kinsman. Your maters. Are sisters or commodity? Will nods, yeah, that's frequently how it works to have a kinsman. In Brooke's living room, Ridge complains that her son gets into people's heads. Thomas will be in remedy because of her for the rest of his days. And now Carter is on the same path. Brooke gawps, what are you talking about? Ridge says she gets guys to follow her around and do whatever she wants. Brooke demurs that they fell in love. She knows he's in shock. But it's more shocking that he can stand there and call Hope a whine. I'll not tolerate you talking about my son that way. In the salon, Will tells Remy they should presumably get back to work. Remy asks if it's a problem for him and Elektra to see each other, their old musketeers. Will just meant this is a place of business. There's no reason to loiter. I suppose it might be stylish if you get going. He's sure Il Giardino has plenitude of orders, don't keep him waiting, right? In the main office, Zende has been told what went down and exclaims, you stole Forrester? Hope insists they didn't want it to come to this. She complains that Steffi fired her and cut her line. Zende says that was their call to make. Carter says that's not how you run a company. He to do this for the sake of the family heritage. His first order of business is to reinstate Hope's line. Hope would love for Zende to stay on as her lead developer. At Brooke's place, she says Hope made a mistake supporting Carter's treason, but she's not, nor has she ever been, what he called her. Ridge spoke in wrathfulness, but he doesn't trust her. He sees what she does. She wants her job back, she wants her line back. Brooke says the only reason she lost them is because Steffi indicted her of coming on to Finn. He should at least admit that Steffi was wrong to fire her. Ridge says the alternate time Hope apparently came on to Finn was a mistake. She shouldn't have been fired for that, but what she did now, being part of this preemption? Unforgivable. In the salon, Remy tells Will he's not trying to loiter. He's just catching up with an old friend. Elektra tells him there's time for that outside of work. She has an occasion there and can't slip on the job. Remy frowns, okay. Elektra loves her new life and doesn't want to mess it up. She reminds him why she's there. Remy asks, you're saying I can't come and see you? He gets it. She works at a big fashion house now and he's just a pizza delivery Joe. He walks out, breaking to shoot a snarly look back at them. In the main office, Zende tells Hope and Carter that Forrester is his family company too. Carter says it still is, he's just running it now. Zende says this is a lot to take in. Hope says there's commodity differently. Carter and I, we're together. They smile and look into each other's eyes. At Brooke's place, Ridge asks her to sit down. He doesn't want to fight with her, but this was a monumental treason. Brooke understands. That's why she came straight to him when she eavesdropped their plan. But she doesn't want to vault villainizing them. This was their last gutter trouble to save Hope's line. She reminds him that Carter said it was his plan. Ridge asks does she not suppose Hope rumored that his luxury brand idea was the topmost idea ever. Brooke asks if they indeed considered his idea. Ridge says no, and in time Carter would have understood that, but not with Hope in his observance telling him to steal their company. In the salon, Will tells Elektra it's a little strange for Remy to bring a pizza. She says it's not if you know him. She wants him to get to know him. Will thinks there's commodity strange about that Joe. I'm not so sure I trust him. At his laptop, Remy looks at a print of Elektra in a gown and smothers. Ella's ain't good for you. In the main office, Zende asks you and Carter? Since when? Hope explains that when Steffi allowed. She was trying to betray Finn, she was wearing lingerie for Carter. Zende asks why didn't you tell her? They wanted to keep it a secret. Zende sums up that they've been intimately involved, and now they're taking over the company. Carter hopes he's not suggesting that Hope's using him. He'd no choice but to step in because he saw the company going in a direction that might destroy it. He hopes he can count on Zende. Zende says Ridge must be irate. Hope says he is and he's condemning it all on her. At Brooke's place, she complains that her hard-working son had given her life to the company. That whole time she had constant discourteousness. Ridge denies that's true. Brooke insists Steffi disrespected her. No wonder Carter and Hope wanted to seize control of the company. To silence your son formerly and for all. Ridge asks if she's going to try and spin this so it's Steffi's fault. Hope was going after Finn. Before that she went after my son and got him so maddened he'd to leave the country. And now she's going after Carter, my stylish friend, so he'd steal a company for her. And you're saying it's no wonder, are you kidding me? They didn't go through anything to justify what happened. Ridge hollers, you keep saying I shouldn't attack your son. She keeps attacking me, my family, and my company, and I'm tired of it. Brooke glares. Ridge intones, I'm going to do whatever it takes to stop Hope, formerly and for all. Brooke looks outraged and scandalized.